Hey guys, and welcome. Today we'll be ranking all of the defending operators in Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege Year 8, Season 2, starting from newest, working our way back to the oldest. I'll try and keep it nice and quick, otherwise it'll drag on for a long time. Starting off with Fenrir, when we take a look at his kit, not too bad, good weapon, awesome ability, we see it oftentimes used in ranked, that's why he's always banned. So we're going to give him, he's shooting straight up to S tier. Okay. Next up, we got Solus. She came a couple seasons ago. She's been played quite a bit. One of the best roamers. Awesome ability. P90's got some awesome recoil, high mag size, and the SMG 11 combo. It's great. Impacts for those rotates. Good combo. She's going to be an A tier. She's a roamer. Not played super duper often, but she's good to have. All right. Up next, we have Azami. She's shooting straight to S. Awesome weapon, awesome ability. Let me find her. Where's she at? Awesome weapon, awesome ability, crazy utility, and that's why she's always being banned. Normally, there's a correlation between being banned all the time and being a pretty stacked character. Alrighty, let's see who will we do next. Let's take a look at Alibi. Not too bad of an assault rifle. Her ability's underwhelming. You shoot it, you get your position revealed, but mm, probably gonna toss her in B. Thunderbird, another B. Ability underwhelming. She's got really good guns. Really good guns. She has the bearing 9, the spear 308, you know, but her ability's just not it. Aruni, she's pretty stacked. Good weapons. She's got that EBR. She's got that special melee ability where she makes an extra big hole in the wall, and that special gate that'll destroy grenades, drones, you name it. Pretty stacked. Bandit, he's pretty awesome. A little below Cade though. Electrifies walls that'll destroy hard breaching. Pretty good. Awesome utility, but he still loses to Cade. We'll do Cade next. Cade's going to be S. He's like Bandit, but better. At his best potential, he can electrify 6 walls at once, where Bandit can only do 4. And you can still do the Cade tricking, which Bandit does when he does his Bandit tricks. He's not as fast, but he does have some pretty decent weapons, access to a C4. So overall, he comes out on top above Bandit. Next up, we got Castle. He's got an okay weapon. His ability's decent, but with access on attacking side with so many explosive, it kind of renders his castle thing. It more oftentimes slows down your own teammates when people on your own team don't know how to play castle. So we'll toss him in B. Caviera, she's pretty awesome. That ability to interrogate the other team, reveal the location and the identity of all the enemy attackers, when played correctly, that's just a hard thing to play against. Now, is she top of A? No, but we'll put her bottom of A. Clash, with access to impact EMP grenades on the attacking side so much more often, and the fact that you gotta basically have like a full stack team, otherwise you lose out on all the intel that she can get. She's gonna be down in C tier. Doc, he's pretty good. That stim he can give the teammates is pretty awesome, but the fact that he has to stay alive for so long to get all those stims out, and so he can heal everybody to the max, his ability drops down. Echo, since they made his drones not invisible anymore, he's still okay at stopping the defenders from planting, but they see you shoot the EMP burst, and not a whole lot you can do after that. They'll just shoot your drone because you're not invisible anymore. So we'll probably toss him in B. Ella, she's a pretty awesome roamer. She's got access to that Scorpion assault rifle, a high fire rate, pretty high recoil. It'll take some practice, but the intel that you get from her Grismot mines is pretty essential. Throw that on Steris, massive range, especially end game when people walk into traps. Traps are really popular the last minute of the games. That's when they clutch up the most. You're gonna get the kills. They're gonna reveal a lot more intel the last little bit of the game. Speaking of traps, Frost, she's got an awesome trap. The rework coming soon will make it so that she won't be able to be quite as effective, as people will be able to break out of the frost traps here pretty soon. But as for now, she's got a pretty good weapon, access to the 1.5. It's got decent damage. She's got the deployable shield, which is rare on defending. And for now, they can't break out of her frost mats. So we'll keep her in A tier. Goyo, he's awesome. He's also got access to that deployable shield. He's got the 0.45 ACP. Awesome weapon. Um, and those fire explosives can be placed anywhere and instantly shut something down. It's like smoke, but you can just shoot it and have it out ahead of time. So he's going to be going not S, but he's going to be pretty mid tier A. Jaeger, he's fallen down just a little bit. Lost his glory over the years with the recent nerfs. Um, his active defense systems still play a decent role in most games. Shuts down fuse until fuse burns through it, and then he can keep fusing it. But another story. His weapon's pretty good. He's a good roamer, but I'm still gonna end up placing him in B tier. He's with all the other operators that you can choose, he falls short. Thorn, with her recent buff with that 1.5 instant A tier, considering S, I don't know. It's a trap operator. She's gonna be about here. She's pretty stinking good. All right. Next, we got Capcan, another trap operator. Trap operators are dominating in the season recently, especially with like the new like team deathmatch meta that's going on right now. Trap operators slow it down, and it makes the games more enjoyable for defenders when people don't just rush in with like Amaru and kill you right off the bat. So Capcan's going to be a good way to go. He's going to go in A. He's got that good weapon, fun to play around with. Legion. The intel you can get from him is awesome. His weapon's good. You got to make sure you stay alive so you can get all those goo mines out. But the amount of intel and damage you can do with it, once again, trap operator. Last minute of the game, who you want to call Legion. Way to go, Maestro. Those cams can be pretty awesome, but now that people have been destroying them, he's a little harder to play as well. Gonna drop into B tier. If you can manage to knock somebody with his cam, though, it's pretty great. Good feeling. But when you have people like Valkyrie with better cams that you can place that are a little smaller, even though they're not bulletproof, they're harder to find. You're going to get more intel overall. There are people that just outdo him. Malusi, she's got a good ability, decent weapons. The Banshee trap, it's pretty crazy. It's bulletproof. You shoot it with something explosive, it'll blow up. But I'm going to give her A. She's pretty good to have on your team. Mira in the right hands. She's awesome. She's got that 0.45 ACP that we were talking about. But you know those teammates that play Mira and they put the mirrors in the stupidest places and they just throw the round. Or they'll just pop the mirror right off the bat. So I'd say a decent amount of time she's pretty good. But the fact that she's so sensitive and on a lot of maps and like locations, it's better to just not have her there and have somebody else in her spot. I'm going to put her B. High B, though. Mozzie, he's pretty great. He's got that commando, the P10 Roni. Good weapons. His intel that he can get from his drones is insane, especially when attackers don't realize that that drone isn't even theirs. It's a really good combo. I'd probably put him in A. Mute. He's an awesome character. With so many people that like to drone now, he's a pretty good one to have on your team. I'm probably going to end up putting him in S. He's got a good weapon. His shotgun and SMG-11. It's an amazing combo. Paired with the Nitro Cell, hard to play against. And that Mute Jammer, it'll get rid of Lion, it'll get rid of Dokkaebi, it'll get rid of Flores. Like, awesome, awesome guy. Okay, next we got Oryx. He got some rework done. He's faster now, I believe, when jumping through and doing his dashes. He's already an excellent roamer. Jumping up to another floor, that's pretty hard to play against. Or just bashing through the wall. He's a pretty good operator, but his weapons are mid tier. I don't know if I want to put him in A or keep him in B. Probably B. Yeah, I'll keep him. I'll keep him B. Next up, we got Pulse. Pulse is a pretty solid roamer. He can stay above or below and just like toss a C4 and blow people up, see their heartbeat. But he's a little clunky with the heartbeat operator. So when he puts his heartbeat cam away, they can just sprint around the corner when they hear you and shoot you. So he's a little harder to play. There are better roamers out there. I'm going to toss him in B. Rook, he's pretty good, especially now that he has that ability where he can withstand and revive himself. Awesome. He's a really good character to have on the team. You place it down, gets all of his versatility right off the bat, gives all of your teammates a buff, extra health. Dude, those roamers walking around with an extra 20, 25 health, That's pretty good. And those like people that are anchoring on site, you got a Cade with that extra little vest. Holy cow. That's going to be rough to play against, and it's going to be awesome to have on your side. A tier. Smoke. S tier. He can just lock it down. High damage. It'll kill you really quick. You can just toss it right in there, blow it up. Hard to play against. And he can sit there and just hold doors. The last minute is really where he shines. When people are trying to run in and get a plant off, but he can just toss all of the smokes, sit there, hold them. They can't come in. Tachanka, as we've seen from the play charts recently, not a very good choice to play. He got his reworks a couple times, so now he's not just like a straight meme, but still, there are way better operators to play out there. Valkyrie, those cams give insane intel. Good weapon, low recoil. That C4, that Deagle, overall S tier. The intel you get from her is crazy. Vigil rework, he's okay. Decent roamer. We'll have to see how he plays out in the season. Right now, I'm going to put him at B. It might change later on in the season. Um, but he's got a solid assault rifle, and he can't be seen by drones, but you can hear him. So it doesn't do a whole lot, especially when attackers don't have drones there at the end, and they're just relying off sound. They can still hear you, even if they can't see you. So, well, he's pretty solid. People holding a grenade and they're trying to cook it and kill you instantly, and then they throw it, and then they die themselves. They get hit with their own flash grenade, all of that. He's a good operator to run. Just toss in the doorways and it'll shut it down. He's a good one to have on your team. Whether I want to put him B or A, I'd probably toss him A. And now we see Warden. He's got the 1.5, freaking awesome. And his goggles, he can see through smoke, he can see through stun grenades. Man, he is one tough operator to match up against. He's going S. He is going S. So, overall, end of the tier list. So in S tier, we got Fenrir, Asami, Cade, Mute, Smoke, Valkyrie, and Warden. A tier, we have Bandit, Solus, Goyo, Thorn, Aruni, Caviera, Ella, Frost, Capcan, Legion, Malusi, Mozzie, Rook, and Wamai. B tier, we have Vigil, Oryx, Mira, Jaeger, Maestro, Castle, Thunderbird, Alibi, Doc, Echo, Pulse. Almost forgot his name. And in C tier, all by themselves at the bottom, we have Clash and Tachanka. All right, so that's the tier list for now until we see. Things might change later on in the season, might do a rework. For Year 8, Season 2 Defenders, we'll probably have a top 5 attacker video coming soon, as well as a top 5 defender video coming soon. I'll have the link to my previous video, the tier list for attackers Year 8, Season 2, linked down below this video. Let me know what you think of this, anything I should add, anything you don't agree with, and I'll try and fix it and listen to your recommendations for the next video. All right, signing off. Thanks for watching. Bye.